Welcome to the BTM channel's 37th short on retrotech, innovation, science, and space exploration. This video is 6th in our series on the Tesla Battery Day. You can watch the whole presentation in Milestones 21, and shorts 34 through 36 cover various aspects that Musk and his executives discussed. Links to these videos can be found in the upper right-hand corner of this video or in the description section below. Tesla has revolutionized cars and trucks, and Musk is working on various other ground-based electric people movers via the Boring Company and Hyperloop. But what about other types of transportation, like planes and boats? Is an all-electric jetliner possible? Some viewers may be surprised to know that various all-electric planes already exist. Most are merely prototypes and are small 2 to 9 passenger craft. For example, Cessna built and flew an electric 208B in May of 2020. Slovenian aircraft manufacturer Pipistrel offers an electric version of the Virus, the Velis Electro, for flight training. Startup Eviation has built and is testing the Alice 9-passenger medium-range jet and hopes to certify the craft in 2022. And German startup Lilium has built and is testing a 5-passenger VTOL air taxi and hopes to offer for sale by 2025. Long-range commercial aircraft manufacturers Airbus and Boeing have largely scoffed at the viability of all-electric designs and have instead invested a small amount of money in hybrid electric designs. Hybrid electric airplanes use both chemical fuel and electric engines, just like hybrid electric cars like the Toyota Prius. Boeing and airliner company JetBlue backed the company Zunum Aero, which was working on the ZA-10 12-passenger short-hop hybrid electric jet. However, the startup's two benefactors declined to participate in a second-round capital raise, and no other investors could be found. The company went bankrupt in November of 2018. Airbus began working on a hybrid electric airplane by replacing the engines of a BAE 146 short-haul 92-passenger jet in 2017. Called the EFAN-X, the prototype was initially planned to fly sometime in 2020. Engine development was slow, and the first flight was pushed out to 2021 as of November of 2019. Then the pandemic intervened, and the program was canceled outright in April of 2020. Musk has insisted that all-electric jet aircraft are technically feasible, and has pointed to the battery technology as the key element. Once the amount of energy per kilogram has reached a certain threshold, not only are jet aircraft possible, but so are supersonic aircraft. Tesla CEO discussed his ideas on electric aircraft during his interview by Joe Rogan in September of 2018.
Now, have you ever looked at planes and gone, I could fix this? I just don't have the time. Too busy making.
I have a design for a plane.
You do?
Yes.
A better design?
I mean, probably. I think it is. Yes.
Who have you talked to about this?
And I've talked to friends.
Friends?
Friends and
I'm your friend.
girlfriends. And
You can tell me. What do you got? What's going on?
Well, I mean, the exciting thing to do would be some sort of electric vertical takeoff and landing supersonic jet of some kind.
Vertical takeoff and landing, meaning no need for a runway. Just shoot up straight in the air and then ooh. How would you do that? I mean, they do that on some military aircrafts, correct?
Yes. The trick is that you have to transition to level flight, and then the thing that you would use for vertical takeoff and landing is not suitable for high-speed flight.
So you have two different systems. Vertical
I've thought about
takeoff
this
and
quite
landing
a lot.
system?
I've thought about this quite a lot. The interesting thing about an electric plane is that you want to go as high as possible, but you need a certain energy density in the battery pack because you have to overcome gravitational potential energy. Once you've overcome gravitational potential energy and you're at a high altitude, the energy you use in cruise is very low. And then you can recapture a large part of the gravitational potential energy on the way down. So you really don't need any kind of reserve fuel, if you will, because you have the energy of height, gravitational potential energy. This is a lot of energy. So once you can get high, the way to think about a plane is it's a force balance. So the force balance. So a plane that is not accelerating is a neutral force balance. You have the force of gravity, you have the lift force of the wings, then you've got the force of the whatever thrusting device, so the propeller or turbine or whatever it is, and you've got the resistance force of the air. Now, the higher you go, the lower the air resistance is. Air density drops exponentially, but drag increases with the square. An exponential beats a square. The higher you go, the faster you will go for the same amount of energy. And at a certain altitude, you can go supersonic with less energy per mile, quite a lot less energy per mile than an aircraft at 35,000 feet, because it's just a force balance.
I'm too stupid for this conversation.
It makes sense, though.
No, I'm sure it does. Now, when you think about this new idea of designing, I mean, when you have this idea about improving planes, are you going to bring this to somebody? Or you just chuck this around?
Well, I have a lot on my plate.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you do what you do now, but if you keep coming up with these, but it's got to be hard to pawn these off on someone else either. Hey, go do a good job with this vertical takeoff and landing system that I want to implement to regular planes.
The electric airplane isn't necessary right now. Electric cars are important.
We need
Solar energy is important. Stationary storage of energy is important. These things are much more important than creating electric supersonic VTOL. Also, the planes naturally, you really want that gravitational energy density for an aircraft, and this is improving over time. So, it's important that we accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. That's why it matters whether electric cars happen sooner or later.
Although Musk declared in no uncertain terms his priority was on ground vehicles, solar panels, and power storage as his way of impacting climate change, Tesla's continuous improvement in battery energy density keeps the possibility of adapting Tesla's technology to other platforms in play. During Battery Day, Tesla's reveal of the 4680 battery and the revelation that a new compact car costing $25,000 that would be made possible by the cheaper and more powerful battery was coming in a few years sparked a question during Q&A about electric boats and airplanes again.
Thinking long term, is there any other segments that this new battery will be able to disrupt or electrify beyond just the initial Model 2 or cheaper sedan, like a boat, boring company, Luke, plane, boat?
Where are you, Golly?
Are you there? What's up? Right here.
Okay, great.
It's like
ventriloquism here, It's like we just get the sound out of the speaker and you can't tell where the heck it's coming from.
Yeah, any hints, or is the Model 2 such a big deal because it decreases the cost of transportation that is really the disruption? Or should we get hyped that this new cost curve opens up different vehicle categories like a high passenger density bus, boring loop, boat, plane?
There are batteries in limited production right now that do exceed 400 watt-hours per kilogram, which I think is about the number you need for decent range, medium range aircraft. I think our batteries will, over time, start to approach the 400 watt-hours per kilogram range as well. I think over time we'll see all modes of transport, with the ironic exception of rockets, transition to sustainability, or to electric, basically. On the rocket front, what we're planning to do is about 80% of Starship is liquid oxygen, and we're actually already running a power line to be able to use wind power to create the liquid oxygen. So we're making some decent progress on sustainability on the rocket front, but there's just no way to have an electric rocket, and it's important for the future of life and consciousness that we become a multi-planet species. So got to keep doing that.
So what's your take on Battery Day and Tesla's improvement in battery energy density and cost? Is an investment in all-electric aircraft and other transportation types now justifiable? Share with us by dropping a comment below. We hope you enjoyed this 37th installment in our series of tech shorts. If so, mash that like button. Links to our previous episodes can be found below. Stay connected by occasionally checking our Instagram feed, where we post content from our upcoming episodes and from episodes past that you may have missed. Make sure you follow our Twitter account, where all new episodes are announced. And finally, join us on our Facebook page, where we cover current news and events related to channel content. Thanks for watching.